Lads, I never thought we'd see today. I never thought we would see today when Caitlin Clark wins a Player of the Week. I cannot believe it. And ironically, I think there has been other weeks where you could argue she has been better than this week. Or sorry, not better. Like, not necessarily she's been better, but like that she's been less deserved. I don't know how to say it, but like that she wasn't like an out and out winner. She was not an out and out winner this week. But like there's been weeks where she was an out and out winner the last week before the Olympic break and she didn't get it. But this is a shock she got it this time. But as you can see, this is Associated Press. This is not the WNBA giving her Player of the Week. This is an actual like news thing, which is probably means more. And if you guys agree, subscribe. We're trying to 27,300 by the end of the day. But yeah, this is a big one. It's a big one. And I will say, this is like the 1 week where I'd be cool if they gave it to Kelsey Mitchell. I think just because of the step up, like everybody knows how good Caitlin Clark is. Just because this was like a week to start it off with everyone being like, oh Jesus, Kelsey Mitchell might be gone. She might be gone. No one knows what's going to happen to the best 2-game stretch of Kelsey Mitchell's career. And yes, technically the best week of Kelsey Mitchell's career. So, the only team in the league with multiple Player of the Week winners. This is for all WNBA. Not just for the conference. I would not have minded seeing it go to Kelsey Mitchell. I really wouldn't have liked it. Kelsey Mitchell's been so impressive. She's been so impressive. Does this mean the official WNBA Player of the Week? No, WNBA one is not going to be for... They're not going to give it to Caitlin Clark. She only plays 2 games in the first week. They won't give it to her. But Caitlin is the champ, the face. I know this is being shared everywhere and uplifted by others in the league. Let me check. Oh man, this won't take long to ever. No, like Mitchell's either extended by the fever, she gets protected. Team can protect 6 players. No other free agent. Like, no, Kelsey Mitchell is staying with Indiana. There's no you don't let her go with the way she's playing right now. You're rookie of the year. Like, can we just stop the rookie of the year talk? Can we just stop? Because it's unfair to Angel Reese to start the rookie of the year talk because she was really, really good. She was really, really good against the Mercury. But because she's being put in a conversation now with someone who is clearly one of the 5 best players in the WNBA, and people have put her into the conversation, so they start nitpicking a really damn good game. And as far as rookies are concerned, one of the probably 12 best games rookies played this year. Temi's voice, rookie of the year loading. No, like, Caitlin Clark is, like... It's unfair to Angel Reese to compare to Caitlin Clark. What did she say here? What did Temi say? Oh, it's about time. Is that what she said? Oh no, she said the mojo. I was like, what the hell is that quote? But yeah. I would say... when it's all said and done. And I'd say when it's all said and done, this is going to go down as once we end this BS debate, this is going to go down not is Caitlin Clark rookie of the year. It's going to be like, where does she rank on all-time rookies? Because clearly not Candace Parker MVP level. But I don't think it's that crazy to say she's had a similar level of season. Because the thing is that there was no Aja Wilson in Candace Parker's year. And there's a possibility she finishes second in MVP to the greatest individual season of all time for the regular season. So it could be interesting. But I think the real answer is going to be, the real debate is going to be the Maya Moore, Caitlin Clark debate. Caitlin Clark will lead in every statistical category. Maya Moore was on a championship team. So that's going to be what we're really talking about. But like, when we talk about players in the WNBA, it really is like, look, I think Aja and Stewie are still that level above. They are. I'm not gonna go crazy and say that they're not. And I think Breanna Stewart is, if you're talking about who is the best player in the world, it is Aja. But it's not by as, I think just all around game, it's not by as much as you think. Like, if Stewie wasn't going through a slump, and like Stewie's got a lot more. You might be saying, oh, but like, the Aces have these other scores, but it's like the more point, like The more points Asia scores, sometimes they tend to not. Like when Asia was going through that tear at the start of the year when they were 6-6. Like I just don't think it's easier to put up those numbers than Stewie, but Asia's still better. But it's not. The more I watch them, less like I'm like it is these two gap, and then that third best player in the world for me, it is between your Fee Colliers, your. I don't think Alyssa Thomas is. I think Alyssa Thomas is good. I don't think you can put somebody who effectively averages averages 10 points a game as a top 3 player in the world in any form of basketball. Really damn good though. But I would have like Fee, Caitlin, Sabrina Ionescu, Kat Copper, Jackie Young. Like they're the players in that conversation for 3. And if you say Arike Gumbawale, I'm gonna snap. Like she went 3 for 8 or something from the field yesterday. Like, but yeah, so I'm surprised to see it. I'm surprised they gave Player of the Week out after like this week where every team's only played 2 to 3 games, and they gave it to a player who's only played 2. But look, how do you average 9.2 assists in 2 games? The math isn't mathing. How do you average 9.2 assists? I just realized that. You can't average 9.2 assists in 2 games. It's 9.5. She averaged 10. She got 10 and 9. 9.2? You typo twice. Like, I just realized that. You can't possibly have a 9.2 assists per game. Either way, though, look, if I'm the Fever, you've got a really, really good team. You've got a really good future. You've got a really good point guard. And look, I think eventually they probably do move on from Kelsey Mitchell. Don't do it until there's a better option. Until you can get an all-star level 2 guard. Don't get rid of Kelsey Mitchell. Under any circumstances, make sure you keep Kelsey Mitchell. Because she can just be that. She can be that bailout option. And you've got the best guard. You've got a player who is on trajectory to be the best guard the game has ever seen. Best point guard the game has ever seen. Prime for prime. I'm going to say it is right now. Prime for prime, Caitlin Clark's already a top 3 point guard of all time as a rookie. And that's if she doesn't get any better. If she lasts 10 years in the league and doesn't get any better, she's top 3 all time. So, Player of the Week, should have got one already. I wish she'd gotten one of the previous ones, because if she got one of the previous ones, I'd be championing Kelsey Mitchell to get it this week, but it is what it is. She won one, eventually.